I'm going to go way off script. So if what I'm saying doesn't match up there, I apologize. I'm Zach. I'm one of 3 people at Hiro Analytics. Brendan and Lynn are my business partners. Brendan and I'm going to just give the slightest backstory. We originally met, he hired me to a job at a data analytics and data visualization company 12 years ago. Amazon purchased that company. We went and worked on the Alexa e-commerce team. We left that to kind of start our own Shopify consulting. That turned into a Klaviyo-centric retention and lifecycle marketing agency. We sold that agency last June to Simplistic, which is a big Shopify platinum agency. I'm a partner there as well, so I kind of play go-to-market on the agency side, and then, I do go-to-market for Hiro as well. Hiro was born out of us suffering, as many agency owners and operators do, around reporting, deliveries for clients, things like that. So we built it internally first. It was an internal tool. And then we kind of one day were like, I think people might want to use this. So show of hands if you're currently using Hiro Analytics. Cool, so just don't listen to anything I say, just go talk to them after. How many of you run CRM, lifecycle retention on behalf of your clients? Okay, I'm memorizing all your faces, I'll find you. Cool, so this should all be very relevant, and I'm gonna talk about Hiro 12 months ago, and I'm gonna talk about Hiro today and going forward. I'm gonna try and not make this a pitch. Reporting takes a ton of time. 12 months ago, every agency that we worked with was my strategists, my teammates who are in charge of reporting spend way too much time doing this. The beginning of every month where we have to report for our clients takes forever. And that's time that they could be delivering value to clients. It could be time that they could be figuring out new billables. It's just huge time sink. So we're okay, we're gonna automate that. So we did. PDF reports, scheduled, automated, done, easy. Slack channel, weekly, bi-weekly, whatever, directly into your client's Slack channel, performance updates, done. And I think the one thing that's kind of underrated in everything that we do that I've realized is really important, agencies manage multiple clients, and most data and analytics platforms, the platforms you're using to serve your clients, it's all single client. So you're constantly switching from client to client to client. We do a bunch of aggregated views as well. So you can see all your clients in one place. You can have your account managers tagged. You can have categories. So this is kind of a way to visualize how the data is set up, right? You have your clients. You can assign the account manager to them. You can assign categories. You can see the revenue trends and such over time, over whatever time period. Great. There's a million cuts of data in here. I'm really going to skip because I want to just get into exciting stuff. Right, so this is a cut of data you can't find anywhere else. It's put in your Klaviyo segments, run an analysis, how are they performing from an LTV, click rate, et cetera perspective over historical based on first order date. All the crazy in-depth cuts of data that make you look really good to your clients, we do that and we can automate it, which is pretty cool. So it makes your life easy, it makes your account managers have way more time. From a billable perspective, you can think of this in 2 ways. We can charge more because we're providing a deeper level of service. Also, we're offloading a lot of work from your strategists, so in theory, they can manage more clients. There's some other stuff, product level retention. When someone buys this product, what do they buy most often second? What's the time between orders, filtered by category? I can go on and on. Timing on repurchase based on first purchase. There's just really cool data in here, and it's all at the agency level. So you can go and pull this analysis for all your clients in one place. And it doesn't take that much time. We work with great agencies. Shout out the awesome agencies we work with. I want to spend the rest of the time talking about AI because that's what everyone here is talking about. Like I said, 12 months ago, physical reports, bunch of dashboards. Now everyone who's played with Claude is well, Claude can build dashboards. I don't need to pay you to build dashboards. That's true. I'm well aware that the product that we had 12 months ago, I don't think is super relevant. I think what is very relevant today is if you're going to build an agency that is both like enabled by AI and selling AI services, the data is the most important thing. That is your currency. And in order to make it work, you need someone cleaning and maintaining and making that data play nicely with each other. So if you've ever tried accessing, the Klaviyo API and the PostScript and Attentive don't even necessarily have APIs, and you've tried to make all this data play together on your own, you'll realize very quickly it's extremely difficult. Klaviyo, amazing, has released an MCP. That MCP is really helpful when you're doing analysis on like a brand by brand analysis. So now we have a data layer, great. We're getting like the context and MCP layer, which is you can access like brand to brand through Klaviyo's MCP or another analytics MCP. What we're really thinking about adding for everyone here, why I think it's relevant, is like the agency layer. So you connect Hiro using our Hiro connector in Claude. You use the Hiro MCP. It is your agency's context in Claude. So think of it this way. Hey, Claude, account manager Zach manages these 10 clients. How are they pacing month over month and year over year? And then you can go into you can keep prompting Claude at the account manager level across all of your accounts. That's where I think like this is all going. I think most agency owners are going to be directly kind of interacting with Claude. Account managers are directly interacting with Claude, or whatever the LLM platform is going to be. Having a dashboard is cool, like whatever. Claude builds all of them. But I really think the power here is that you're going to have a layer that has your entire book of business in it. And like we are the ones responsible for making all of that data clean, regularly updated, stored, and like accessible and fast. So when people see this and they're like, okay, we're just gonna like vibe code this and build it ourselves, I totally encourage you to do that because it will show you how valuable this kind of stuff really is. And as long as we don't charge you too much money, I can almost guarantee that you'd rather have us deal with this than either hiring a new person on your team to manage it and upkeep it. And then also like, we're releasing new features every week. There's 3 of us. We have nothing better to do. Like, we're just going to keep adding stuff to this to make it better for agencies. We've run agencies. I'm still involved in an agency. So I have a pretty decent sense of like where agencies need these features. And so think of us really like whether you want to access our API to do your own reporting, or you want to put stuff from our MCP into an internal tooling system that you're building. That's where this is going. We're really the people who connect all of those disparate data sources that you're, managing and running on behalf of your clients and putting like in a nice little box that you can access anytime and do whatever you want with it. And also helping you like install the guardrails and kind of, keep your strategist from prompting things that don't make any sense and keeping Claude from hallucinating. Like when you try to do these things on your own, you'll find the data just isn't consistent. It's like it's a data engineering problem. It's really, really hard to keep this data consistent and clean. And then think about accessing that data across all of your clients. Like it's a pretty challenging problem to solve. And we think we've done a really good job of solving it. And we're going to continue solving it for, more channels and more places and more industries. But yeah, I really think as you're starting to think about how your agency like adopts AI from a margin perspective, from like, okay, how do we get more done with fewer people? You can think of this as a piece of that. And then if you think of like, okay, how do we do more AI-enabled services? It's kind of the next piece of this. It's like, this is actually helping me identify opportunities amongst my clients for new billables. Or this client has a ton of customer service requests, like, great time to introduce a customer service agent. There's a new billable. That's kind of like where this is all going. And we just happen to kind of build the foundation to make that happen. Yeah, that's all I got. Thank you. Oh yeah, if you can't read our posters because I made the font way too small, there's one over there too. There is a QR code at the bottom. We'll let you use it for free for 30 days. Oh, and one other thing, sorry, just to clarify. It's like build at the agency level. So you don't have to like go and install it on every client. You just like go from all of your clients, create API keys, put it into one place, just build at the agency level. And I promise it is not that expensive. Now I'm done.